Hey, what's up, guys? Nick here. I wanted to share a picture with you. That's kind of my wife just found this on her phone today, and it's it's a good reminder. So this picture you see in front of you was taken not very long ago, and this is my first office when I started my business. You will notice it's a closet. It is a game/storage closet in the basement of a house that didn't belong to me. Shout out to my in-laws. So why am I sharing this with you? Here's the thing. When there's something, if you have a dream or if you want to make a change in your life, just know that you're going to have to be uncomfortable. And you're going to have to do what it takes to make that dream a reality or to bring about that change you're seeking. Entrepreneurship is not always glamorous. In fact, I would say the majority of the time, entrepreneurship looks like this. It's sitting in a closet. It's being in dark places. It's doing stuff that you don't like to do. But you do it because there's a purpose behind it. So we all know on social media, entrepreneurship is now like the sexy thing, right? And people paint a picture of, glamorous, easy, carefree lifestyle. While entrepreneurship can bring a lot of great benefits, such as time freedom, it can bring about financial freedom, there's a lot of crap that goes with it. And you have to be able to deal with that. And you have to be able to do things that you don't want to do. And you have to be okay with being uncomfortable. And so this picture is just so, I didn't even know my wife took this picture. She snapped this picture when I wasn't looking, I guess. And it's a good reminder. And it's a good, I think there's a good lesson here. Not only in, being willing to make sacrifices and being willing to do hard things, but also I think there's this misconception, or there's this idea that we have to look the part, right? We have to, have a nice office and have a nice website set up and have everything in place before we start. And I disagree with that highly. I can't tell you how many deals I closed from this closet just over the phone. And so the point I'm trying to make here is you don't have to have everything in place to get started. Meaning, website, business entity, office, those things are all good to have and they come with time. But a lack of those things should not keep you from getting started in whatever business it is you're trying to pursue, whether it is or whether it's in some other business. The guy that is executing and doesn't have those things is going to beat the person that's spending all their time trying to put those things in place before they start. So that's another point I want to make. Just get started is what I'm trying to say. Just get started. The learning and the progression comes in the doing. And looking the part and getting all the things in place so that you look like you have a business, those aren't what make you money, and those aren't what help you learn. Doing the actual business, doing the strategy, whatever it is you're working on, whether it's overages or something else, doing it is where the learning and progression comes. Getting started is the hardest part. Because, obviously, part of me when I was here, real easy, but I had to change my way of thinking. I need to help people. I need to serve these people. Oh, what I know and serve them. So when you first get started, you also have to work a lot on your mind, and you have to be open to the idea of serving others and then being compensated for that financially. You have to be open-minded, and you have to run your mindset, your confidence. And so you're not only business, I think, is a two-part thing. There's business, strategies and skills, sales, marketing, etc. But there's also the mindset piece. And I think that is a big component to a person's success is their mindset. They get to a point where they expect success. They're not surprised when it comes. They have a confidence that they know if they put in the work, success will come. It's just a matter of time and doing the work consistently. There comes a point in time where the unknowns become less and less, or the what if questions. You stop asking, well, what if it doesn't work? Because in the back of your head, if you do the result will come. Or if it doesn't, you will learn what you need to do in order to achieve the result you're searching for. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. So mindset is a critical component as well. And just be willing to sacrifice and be uncomfortable. I've said this before. When I went, I wasn't quite sure exactly what I would do. I just knew it would be in real estate because I had some success with overages and wholesaling. But then I went all in and I focused on overages. And when I quit my job, we sold our house. We downsized our living. You see here, I didn't have a fancy office getting it started. Got a closet in a basement. And we lived on as little as possible. And if you're not willing to sacrifice the things you have now in order to achieve a greater possibility, then very possible that you'll never achieve what you want. Not saying it's impossible, but a lot of times, a good mentor of mine, he says, in order to reach a higher level, we have to kill who we are today. You have to let go of the things that you have now in order to reach that next level you're searching for. And that is a very hard thing to do. But it's part of progression. And so if you're not willing to sacrifice what you have now, then you have two options. One, you choose to sacrifice and choose to put in the work in order to achieve a new possibility. Or two, you accept the fact that you're okay with where you're at now. Those are the options. And I will say this too. We live in such great times. Technology nowadays, the amount of information at our fingertips via online and, Facebook and Google and YouTube, it is amazing. And, it took me quite a while to see success. I learned about overages in 2015, but it wasn't until the end of 2018 that I made my first six figures. So, good 3 years. But now, because of technology and because of the information out there, you can achieve that so much faster. I know that with the information I put out just on my channel and through my course, there is no doubt in my mind people could make six figures in a year through overages if they do what I tell them to do in my course. I have no doubt of that. The question is, are they going to do the work? But the information is available. Obviously, if you're looking at overages and surplus funds and you want to get started, you can check out my course, overagesyndicate.com. Go through the videos, and then you'll have an invitation to sign up. That is a way to shortcut your learning and be able to achieve results faster. But that's not the only path. There's plenty of other paths you can take. But I hope this was helpful for you guys. Didn't really talk about surplus funds a lot, but I think it's important to talk about the dark side of things and the reality of things. And just know that it's not always glamorous. It's not always, cash and checks. In fact, the majority of the time spent in my business is not worthy of any highlight reel. It's just the work. And people don't find the work sexy. But you have to learn to accept it and learn to love it. And that's how you'll see success. So I hope that helps. If you want help shortcutting your learning curve and overages, go to overagesyndicate.com. And again, be willing to sacrifice, be willing to do the work, and get started. Don't just look the part. Get started today.